This VW Touareg we bought off Facebook. Slightly stolen history, but nothing on the HPI. We're going to do a few things to this today, because I've been using this as a daily driver. It is absolutely fantastic. Nearly 30 mpg I'm actually getting from this thing. I can chuck all the stuff I could ever need in it, and it just makes life so much easier. So I'm pretty smitten on this vehicle for my daily at the moment. But as you saw maybe in one of the last episodes, the turbo had actually gone when I bought this car. After, you know, diagnosing that it in fact was the turbo, taking it off, finding tons of oil within the exhaust system, we actually decided, or at least I decided, to cut the back box off, because this would have been the easiest way and the simplest way for us to actually get on with the video. Rather than completely buying a new exhaust system, I cut it off just there. Can you guys see that? This means today we need to assess that, because of course this is my daily driver and I don't want some weird centre exhaust hanging down. No one needs that. Although it is supported by other mounts on the exhaust system, today we need to make something a little bit cool for the Touareg. But firstly, I need to get the pipe that I bought the other day from Advanced Automotive out of the shed, and we'll get down to the garage. Pipe out of the garage. As you can see, quite a big bit of exhaust pipe we've got today. Basically, the idea being that the vehicle is actually a 2.5 inch all the way from the front of the exhaust there all the way down to about here. No boxes other than the cat in these, but I wanted to size up and be able to do something quite smart, maybe with the exit of the vehicle. So we're going from 2.5 inch to a 2.75 inch in today's video, sizing up for a very good reason. But again, watch to the end of the video, because I will reveal why we're doing that, why we went for a bigger size exhaust tip, or at least back box delete. It's going to be pretty cool. Let's get to the garage. The guys at eManual Online have sent down a manual for this, so use code Jamie22 with the link in the description, get you 22% off. Over 2.5 million repair manuals and over 5.5 million happy clients. eManuals Online is the only place to get your repair and maintenance manuals, down from cars to engine specific manuals, all the way over to motorbike manuals. To keep up with all of your prized possessions, you are able to get every single manual you could ever want at your fingertips. Right, so Touareg is in. We've brought it down to the garage. The Tiguan is in the building. The Touareg. George in the background there. We've started cutting stuff up and actually getting the vehicle in, getting it in the air as I come underneath it. It's a Tiguan, mate. It's a Tiguan.
I'm not doing it until you can tell me what this is.
Touareg.
No, reg.
Touareg.
It's not a tow rag. It's not a Touareg.
Touareg.
No, it's Touareg.
Pronounced
Twa.
with a hidden W somewhere.
It's a Touareg.
Is an O and a U with the G.
No, there's not a hidden
and
W.
then it's reg at the end.
Simple pronunciation. It's a Touareg. It's the same
simple.
As the tribe.
It's a simple. Well, I've actually debadged it already off camera, so I mean we don't even know.
We can't be friends.
We can't be friends. So now we're not friends, and I've got no back box on the car. Here's the back of the car. You guys would have seen it last time where we cut the back box off because there was probably about 5 litres of oil in it. The idea is, if we get this pipe, is to take this here and do something sort of like that and come up out of the bumper just here. Now the idea actually was to take it as high as we could up there, but there is too much in the way of metal and just the actual basically chassis of the car and stuff there. So I'm going to try and use this pocket in here to exit the exhaust out of here. Say it with me in the comments. Touareg.
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 Tiguan.
Touareg.
Tipo.
Touareg.
Touran. Sharon.
Twat.
We knew it was coming. I'm thinking, well, actually, George more than anyone was thinking, how are we going to make a cool exit for this? Because, of course, you'll be able to see this from the back of the car. You'll see the exhaust pipe come up and round, up and out that part of the bumper. I think, and George was thinking, of doing some sort of teardrop style exhaust exit for that back of the bumper. and he's actually starting to mock it up now, having this part with the exit coming here. So he's going to actually fab up a really cool exit for the side of that bumper. So yeah, you'll see this from the back end because you can actually see all of this is exposed, come up and round and just out of there, and hopefully we'll be able to have that sort of teardrop sit sort of around here on the back of the bumper. Of course, I would like to go higher, but again, we can't really be cutting right into the boot floor and over. So I think that will work really, really well for today's video. And it's something a little bit different on the back of the car. I didn't want to put a back box back on. It's not that much louder, if I'm honest, without it. And I think using this space and doing something cool out the side is the right way to go. Have a sander. That's gonna look pretty sick. Just eyeing up. Because obviously we're not going to use that end,
I'm going to put a little curl on it here.
Yeah. Don't put pen lids in your mouth, ladies and gentlemen, by the way.
Cut a curve on it, and then I'm going to shape it, and I'm going to see how I feel, and if not, I'm going to
put it in the bin.
If not, I'm going to go back some more.
Okay, and then keep going until it's
a bigger teardrop as possible, even if it is slightly...
Yeah, over the top. No, don't worry about stuff like that, it's fine. So we'll do a quick appreciation of how good this is starting to look. George is absolutely smashing it out today. And you were just saying then, you can go a bit deeper with the teardrop and sort of have deeper. You could go sort of deeper and have less of
you can come back
a pipe here.
And have it sharper here.
But I think I quite like that. It will go with the curve of the bumper a bit better.
That was the idea.
Mate.
There's loads of ways you can do them. And
tons.
You can curve them as well. So
yeah.
You can curve them out.
Yeah.
And you can get them to sort of, so you can curve it back here and then bring it up.
But we were just saying, I reckon that's going to fit the bumper a bit better as well.
Yeah.
And it gives it a bit more...
It's sort of flat and then it curves
flat.
back at the end, because the bumper does.
Yeah. And if you're caught short, it's a shiwi.
You had to get that in.
I reckon at some point I'm going to do that to you.
Yeah, what? Do a pee-pee in my...
I might urinate in your exhaust.
Into my exhaust. And then I started. It's... Okay.
Oh, you're not recording, are you?
So, we are going with a V-band. Just cut a little bit of this off to make sure we can get the right position for the next bit that comes out. We're using a V-band mainly because we can then clock it whatever way we want to get that desired teardrop to come out the side of the bumper right here. George is actually tacking that up now, ready to just check that we've clocked it the right way. Now you can of course adjust this if you wish. So it's not fixed right there, just in case we need to move it. There might be a bit of movement needed when the back of the exhaust goes on. So that's why we're doing this rather than just, solidly welding it on or flaring that out. That's the sort of right way to go, just in case. George just finished welding this bit up, and then we're going to try and, as I hit the car, clock that. Maybe even take this part of the exhaust back a bit, but clock that so we sort of go that way. Or we could just put it right back and have it like that. Drop the vehicle down to put a surge protector on it, as we will be welding up on the actual exhaust in a minute. From, George's going to tell me, from MIG to alloy. No.
It's kind of a mild steel with a little... It's either a really crap stainless or quite a good mild with some nickel and chromium and stuff in. Not a very good stainless. It's basically the standard exhaust system to a piece of stainless.
Right.
I could TIG it.
That's why. You could TIG it.
I could TIG it, but I'd have to clean it up so much.
It's
just an absolute ball ache.
And it's not worth it.
It's never going to be perfect anyway.
No, we're doing that. That might not be the right way to do it. We're not telling you that's the right way to do it, but that's how we're going to do it.
It's the easiest way to do it, because they're the similar metals.
Yes. George has just cut a little bit of the pipe that I brought down with us. I'm talking to myself again. And this is what it's going to look like coming straight out the bonnet.
What is this funny box that you talk to?
There's loads of people in here, and we're relaying what we're doing.
Hello?
Hello, mate. Straight out the bonnet, yeah?
Yeah.
Choo choo, mother truckers. Yeah, so that's going to come off the original part of the car, as you guys have seen, into the V-band round, and then this is the link pipe basically between that part that we've already done, this bit, and then the teardrop.
This is probably going to get cut down a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to have a little bit off that, I reckon.
Probably cut the teardrop down, maybe.
Yeah.
There, somewhere. But not that far. Be down there. What fucktardary?
Tacking the V-band clamp, this side, from the existing exhaust, and then onto this new bit of exhaust, coming all the way up to there. Look at that! Good race machine. Ba, 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 ba.
Should I just drill it?
Send it in there, mate.
Is it going to be the right place?
Yeah?
Should I just...
Maybe. Oh my god, it's wrong. Oh yeah.
Did we look to see what was in there first?
No! Let her have it! Fall off there, mate. No one needs that, do they?
You just got to do a bit of an off and on and on and off and off.
Off and on and off and on and off and on. We have this bit. Alright, everyone.
Yeah.
Pop that on your head, have you? Ba, 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 ba. We've tried as much as we can, George has, because, you know, he's professional. I say that professional. Well,
She's it loosely.
Loosely. Yeah, so there's a lot of kinks that we're trying to actually get to get the desired look finish that we're after, because the exhaust has gone, as you guys can just about see, it's gone up and like round like that, and then up again, and then kinked and kinked. So there's actually quite a lot of measurements and stuff that's happened during the process of this, because it isn't just straight up and straight out, it's curving quite a lot around the back of the car out to this point here where that even curves, and it curves round, but that's kinked up and out as well, so it's like this, it's like going like that, if that makes sense. Looking good though. That's what we were after. Just making a fancy reel for the Instagram and the TikTok. If you haven't, you know, already, go and have a look. Nearly got George smacking himself in the face with the exhaust. Bad times. Got it on camera though. Didn't get it on this camera though, got it on my phone. Anyway, so we're just going to bring the car down to see what the exhaust looks like eye level, or at least, you know, when it's sat on the ground. So we haven't actually seen that yet. I'm quite intrigued to see how it looks from sort of this angle instead. We're just talking, eyeing it up and seeing how it looks before everything sort of, you know, gets fixed and we put a hanger on and stuff. We were going to curve this bit in here, just saying, and actually the more we look at it, the more from, especially this position, maybe, you know, when the car's actually sat on the ground, it doesn't necessarily need it, because it follows the bumper line anyway. When it's up, it looked a bit more extreme. Back off. Got a little bit of touch in here on the original heat shield, so we're just going to knock that up. There should be enough space behind it to actually get a little bit of a groove up there. We'll find out though. Hit it as hard as you can though, yeah?
No.
Oh. Good hammering. Yeah, that clears. Absolutely fantastic. You might ask why we didn't just take the heat shield off. Well, I want to leave it on there. Woo! Look at it. I'd agree that that's the best part of this car right now. Look how sick it looks. Mate, I love it. So yeah, all done underneath. Just show you guys. Under there. Got a bracket. Exhaust mount, looking absolutely fantastic. Now, of course, if you would like an exhaust system exactly like the one you've seen in today's video, George at the garage is the guy to come to. He has absolutely smashed this out. He's on his hands and knees just checking it's alright. But yeah, the garage absolutely smashed this. And yeah, as I've just said, it's made what is a very boring car. It's, you know, very mundane. It's a wheat-based Touareg.
Almost, yeah.
Tiguan. Yeah. Into something that's actually nice. I mean, look at that. For a first modification, I'm well happy. Right, so we get a quick sound clip to see if there is any difference in the sound. Of course, I do want it to sound different, but it is my daily, so I don't want to be too obnoxious when we're driving around. Here she comes, the mighty stolen Touareg. Tiguan Touareg, that's the one. Ooh, it sounds good under load. With that, guys, we're going to end today's video there. Again, thank you so much to George at the garage. He's absolutely smashed this out. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one.